Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I thought I would come up here and give you all another update with things. There was another test done on my blood work, and that came back on, I think it was Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, that's right. It was Wednesday afternoon. It was an immunoglobulin test. Basically, what that's testing for is your blood in relation to your histamines. Okay, how well it can fight histamines and everything. Came back normal. So for me, that was actually good news because it's it falls into what I've been saying over the last, well, basically 3 years. So that was a good thing. And also, we don't have any abnormalities going on with me being able to fight histamines. That's the thing. Pretty much every, as far as like blood work is concerned, with the exception of the B12, of course, all that came back great. And they were checking, magnesium, potassium, iron, so on and so forth. The only other thing that didn't come back normal, that came back running high, is a couple of my white blood cell counts. So I'm fighting some sort of either inflammation or infection or what have you. But then again, I know he wanted, the primary, he wanted to do a double check to see if I'm actually a type 1 diabetic or not. So that can, but he didn't actually run a GAD test. So, yeah, that's kind of been going back and forth in my brain. And now, there was a conversation that happened with regards to that. And because he's like, you're awfully old or whatever. And I'm like, well, not really. Actually, I'm starting to believe, as far as my type 1 diabetes is concerned, I think that that old rule of thumb that used to be there, where, oh, you got it, you got type 1 diabetes up until the age of 30 thing. I think that's I'm starting to believe that's more of a subjective thing than an actual thing. And I wouldn't be the least bit surprised after all these years, before we found out that there was that GAD65 antibody to test for, because that's a relatively recent discovery, okay? And I think that all those years where they had that cutoff or what have you, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised that there were more later stage adult type 1 diabetes out there than what they realize. That's just my opinion, okay? But if you talk to other doctors or what have you, they'll probably tell you something different. So, okay, just want to make sure I got that clarified. Ultimately, as far as my histamines are concerned, with the allergy test, yeah, as you can see, this one here, this is the Minnesota arm. If you watched the video I did the other day, that one has been the worst one. And as you can see, I finally started scratching anything, sometimes with bloodletting. If you do bloodletting, it will help to release those toxins and help to start healing. I got that, and it also keeps irritating. And this is the western arm, as you can see, and I got one, can't really quite see it very well, so I got two there. But these ones here on this arm aren't as bad as what this one was. Whatever was in that spot right there, whoa, to the point where yesterday morning I woke up and my eye over here was swollen, and my lips, especially my top lip, completely swollen. And I started feeling my throat swelling also, and it's like, okay, time for some Benadryl. So I asked Angie if she would. I only had $4 in my bank account, unfortunately. So I'm like, hey, would you mind? And she's like, no, not at all. So, of course, she went over there to Walgreens where her husband works. And of course, he was just like, oh my gosh, started immediately. Well, does she need, the topical house her arm, da 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 da. And she's just like, I don't know. All that we know is. So, but anywho, at least I did get one into me early enough yesterday. It was about 10:15, and by the time it finally, at least was starting to wear off, I felt okay enough to go out to work last night. So that's what I did. And then it was kind of like a whoosh. Oh, finally, my head is clearing up. But. And when I got home this morning, I went ahead and put on some of my essential oils, the lavender, help calm things down a little bit, and also put some oils on my chest. Figured let's get this calmed down. I feel like that's what I need to do, is just to try and calm down these muscles, calm down these airways, because they're both playing into each other, unfortunately. And the doctor saw that. They're independent of each other. Yeah, they're affecting each other, but one will flare up and then, of course, affect the other, and vice versa. And so, like I said, the doctor saw that yesterday, when was it? Monday. This is Friday, by the way. I've had a confusing week. So anyway, that's where we're at. And I see the pulmonologist Monday morning. I'm supposed to go and I get the B12 shot. I don't really see where it's necessary. I don't want to. I think the only reason why it's showing is a little bit low because I only eat like twice a day, basically. And I've been craving a lot of grains. So, like, when I get home from work, I have a bowl of cereal. So, I'm basically getting my protein in the one meal there when I first, basically my brunch, as I call it, at around noon. And then it's over 12 hours later, usually, before I eat again. I mean, I snack a little bit on the road. But yeah, that's when all I really want is a bowl of cereal. So, and I do regular milk. That's in that way I'm at least getting some more of my protein. But I've just been wanting that. So, yeah, I mean, it's the number is still in range, but I just I don't see where it's really necessary. I don't see where it's really needed, to be perfectly honest. I think jumping the gun on that one a little bit too much. So, of course, your best source of vitamin B12 is through organs like liver, but yeah, that's just how I feel about it. So anyway, Monday morning we'll see what the pulmonologist has to say. And also, I got paperwork here and a nice little brochure for the respiratory therapy. And it's a pretty good program. I have here on the back what each week is and everything. And I actually just got off the phone with them to do the pre-check-in. So we're set, ready to go as far as that is concerned. I just have a little paper here that I need to fill out. So, but yeah, that's right. One of the questions that's on it is, how short a breath do you get when/if the following? And then it has this chart here. One of them is engaging in sexual intercourse. I mean, it's sex since 2019, so whatever. How the fuck am I supposed to know? But anyway. So, anyway. Yeah, when I also, just before I went to bed, I went ahead and took some ibuprofen, helped try and calm things down. So I was flaring up a little bit in the chest muscles, and I also took another Benadryl. I figure keep that going, and at least at nighttime before I go to bed, sleep it off basically until, all this is pretty much healed or what have you, because it keeps getting irritated by clothing and so forth. So, but yeah, I'll start the respiratory therapy Monday afternoon. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day. So I'm going to have to leave here. It takes about a couple hours. I have to stop along the way and go pee. Sorry, it's the way it is. Especially first thing in the morning like that. So I won't work, of course, Sunday night, and then get up early. Okay, doggy's barking. Get up early, run down there, leave here at around 5 o'clock, something like that. Run down, have that appointment with them at 7:45. Run back up here, and I'll have just enough time to maybe eat a little something, and then go over to the that appointment at 2:30. Because especially if it winds up being, well, that appointment is supposed to be 7:45, and then I'm supposed to have an appointment at 9:45 for the B12 shot. So that kind of gives me an idea of how long I'm going to be there with the pulmonologist. So yeah, and of course it's going to be 2 hours coming back. So yeah, it took about that much, something like that. Because of course you had to stop and pay the parking garage lady. So we'll see. We will see how everything goes and so forth. Hopefully I'll be able to still be have enough time to be able to get back up here, maybe eat a little something, and then head on over to there. That's where I'm at right now. And then I'm supposed to have another appointment with the primary physician down there. That's at 2:45 the next day. So that's going to be kind of a funky day for me. I'm in hopes that maybe I might be able to work at least maybe. Hi. Somebody wants to say hello. I'm hoping I'll be able to maybe work a little bit Monday night, but we'll have to see. If not, then definitely maybe. I know Tuesday's going to be a funky day. I'd have to get up early. I can't eat and then be out on the road. It causes me issues with my gut, so it's going to be kind of a funky day. Yeah. And it would be a long day on top of it because I wouldn't be able to eat anything until late at night. So, I don't know. We'll see how this all works out. All right. You want to say hi? Hey, hi. There she is. There's the pretty, pretty girl. Yeah, there's the pretty girl. She's so beautiful. And she knows it. And she knows she's well loved by her mommy. Yeah. But at least with me taking the Benadryl and ibuprofen when I'm taking them, at least I'm able to sleep off. I'm able to sleep them off because, man, I got knocked on my ass yesterday with that Benadryl. And I only took one. Yeah, and I did the same thing when I got home. So, and then of course ibuprofen knocks me on my ass too. But that's fine. I need to sleep right now, and I didn't mind taking more Benadryl also, especially with using the essential oils. Sometimes they can have a tendency to irritate the airways. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. I got to go back out to work tonight. get that car payment in for tomorrow, and then work tomorrow night, so I have the money to be out there on the road for Monday morning, Monday and Tuesday, to be able to run back down there. So, but anywho, you getting slobber on my paperwork. What is that about, little lady? Mommy. Mommy. My little mommy girl. Are you my mommy girl? You want to say hi again? Say hi. Here she is. There's Miss America. Actually, she is Miss Universe. She is that beautiful. She is Miss Universe. Oh, look how beautiful. Yeah. Yes. She's so beautiful, so precious. She's definitely the queen of my universe. Yeah. I know. All right. Are you wanting some breakfast? Ooh, breakfast? Yeah, and I gotta get her some food too here soon. Yeah. Another reason why I need to work on Saturday night. Yeah. Make sure you have plenty of food. Yeah. And some treats. I know. Mommy was a little bit broke this week. You needed new treats. Some more treats. And unfortunately, she wasn't able to get all the ones that you usually get. Just the one flavor. It's okay, Mom. I'm doing good as long as I get something. Come here. Mwah. Ah, she's like, Mommy. No kissies. I know. All those kissies and huggies. It's so awful. Terrible. And yet you can see she comes back for more all the time. Yeah. She comes back for more all the time. Yeah, right. I know. Yeah. All right. I'm getting hungry, so it's time for me to let you all go. So she can eat and Mommy can eat, get a shower, and get out there on the road again. All right? Love you guys. I'll talk to y'all soon.